Yoruba Proverbs translated into English. A wise man does not tell his friends everything about himself, lest his secrets be divulged in a subsequent quarrel. When the needle drops from the leper's hand, he struggles to grasp it. So does the mind with a difficult problem. Untrained and intractable children will be corrected by the outsiders. Taking decision alone makes one solely responsible for its consequences, but one man alone cannot be held responsible for a joint decision. The fowl eating corn drinks water and swallow pebbles, yet she complains she has no teeth. Does a goat which has teeth eat iron? A blind man who says he is asleep, when in fact he is awake, deceives himself. When he is awake, who does he see? The sheep that is associated with dogs will eat dung. A man who sees a snake and does not from it is courting disaster. Just as the sediment of the water settles at the bottom of the calabash vessel, also the elders carry responsibility for the consequences of the matter. He who decides to hear only one side of the case is the greatest mischiever. No one can sympathize like the mother. Whoever has a father has confidence. Failure to have a leader is not conducive to the peaceful existence of a state. When a shout is not made in a suitable manner, it cannot be used for dancing. He who commits adultery with a man's wife has no good intentions towards him. No one claims a relationship with a man who has no money, but when he is rich, everyone calls him father. It is gross ignorance that makes a house rat to challenge a cat in a fight. The world is like turbulent sea. The inhabitants are like a collection of water. Only those who know how to swim in them can enjoy life. When a person is not old enough to lose his tooth, he covers his hand with his mouth when he loses it. The tortoise going on a journey was asked when he will return. He replied, "Not until I have been disgraced." It is no use being angry with the head and putting the cap on the buttocks. A man is never too old to get a wife. Whenever happiness comes to one should enjoy it. When one has black blood in him, he should not spit out white. There is nothing like friends who have never quarrel, and enemies who never reconcile. One known as thief should not play in the neighbor's farmyard. If you talk of cutting of a person's head in the presence of a child, he will always be staring at the man's head. The egg eater does not think of the pain it has cost the hen. One who wears white suit should avoid palm oil stall. As we cut his finger, so he continues to put on rings on the rest. We want to marry a daughter to a man with a strong back. A hunchback offers himself, but this is not sort of back we meant. We want someone we could love, someone beautiful comes out. A beautiful person may not be one we love. A man's arm are his parents. His elbows are his brothers and sisters. With no one to lean on is like a monkey. With no one to rely on, he must work hard. A murderer does not allow anyone to pass behind him with a sword. The slow and steady worker secures public honor, which the hasty runner fails to obtain. The sickness that affects the monkey does not affect the vulture. The vulture is bald in his head, the monkey at the buttocks. The foolish man says his ability is unique, but he is ignorant that there are others like him. If you feel with your head, you cannot be deceived. Being a borrower does not suit a man, so also as are of borrowed trouser. If they are not too tight, they will be too loose. It is one's own property that fits one. It is difficult to prevent a hen from getting where she has laid her eggs.